Welcome back. This is our final session, and we still have a lot to talk about of things that are happening at the VFW, things that have been done at the VFW, but some things you just may not be aware of. You may pass down Homestead and see, look, things are happening, things are going on over there, but what are they? That's why Marty is here today as commander of Post 10,054 to tell you all the things that are going on. And I have a question I want to start off with. Marty, to join the VFW, anybody can't just walk in and say, I want to join. What are the qualifications to join the VFW?
Great question. It's funny. I did 30 years in the Navy,
Okay.
and except for my one tour in the Gulf, I wouldn't have been eligible to join the VFW. I received the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal back in 1989, and that's the only reason why I was able to join.
Okay.
So you have to have served in a theater of combat recognized by Congress.
Okay.
And we have a litany of stuff that makes people eligible, but basically Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, Navy Expeditionary Medal, Marine Corps Expeditionary Medal, Army Expeditionary Medal, any medals that basically deal with conflicts such as Iraq, Iran, Haiti. There's a litany of events that have occurred that allow people to join. But in order for you to really find out, swing by. Bring me a copy of your DD-214. And I've got this handy dandy book that I use, and I do everything I can to try and find ways to get people to join.
I understand. Okay. So we need more members. We want more members in the VFW. And even if you're a member of the American Legion or DAV, you can still be a member of the VFW, like I am.
Right.
I'm a life member of all three.
Yeah, and I've recently had a litany of people coming in, and they're asking, well, do I qualify? I was like, no, I'm sorry, you don't, but you do qualify for the American Legion. So the American Legion meets in this building anyways. So yeah, we always want to push the other veteran service organizations, especially if they're not eligible to join our group. But the one thing that I always tell them is, you're a veteran, and we recognize all of our veterans. We are basically considered an open post because we have to, due to Nevada gaming laws. Because we have gaming machines, I cannot deny service to anybody.
Okay.
And most people think, and this is just something that we've really tried to correct over the last year, is we are an open post. We have to be. So if you want to come down to the post, come on down to the post.
Whether you're a member or not.
Whether you're a member or not. We will find out if you're eligible, and if you are eligible, come on in. If you're not eligible, but you're a veteran, come on in. If you're not a veteran and you're not seeking to try and join, because of Nevada gaming laws, we have to be an open post. All we ask is that non-members sign our guest book so we can actually get you signed into the post legally.
Okay.
And same thing with our auxiliary. If you're not a member, if you cannot join the VFW itself, VFW proper, a lot of members qualify for joining the auxiliary.
Okay.
If they had a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, a grandfather, or a grandmother that served in any conflict, whether it was World War II, Vietnam, they're eligible to join our auxiliary.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. And our auxiliary does wonderful things throughout the community.
I listened to Bonnie talk about that.
Yeah. We just did our baseball annual baseball game against the girls who love softball, and it was a fun event. We got our write-up in the paper, and of course, I was the reason why the VFW lost. I was the umpire.
Oh, okay. Got to take the blame.
Yeah, I'll take all the blame. But it was a great fundraising activity. We raised over $8,000 for the girls that love softball, and they got half of that money, and it literally goes for them to buy sports equipment and everything else. Okay. So it was an awesome event. You want me to talk about our next venue? Or?
Sure.
Okay, so our next event coming up is on the 21st of March, and it is a fundraiser for the homeless kids in Pahrump Valley. There are over 240 homeless kids within the valley, and I was approached by Linda Fitzgibbons from Nye County School District Homeless Activity fund, and she basically says, we need help. I was like, well, what can we do? And so we talked with Lakeview Executive Golf Course and asked them if they were willing to assist us.
Okay.
And we're doing a power putt golf tournament. And 100% of the proceeds will be going towards the Nye County homeless school kids.
Oh, beautiful. I know Linda's very glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
and it's going to be fun. The power putt is predominantly gosh, I have to be careful how I say this. The dominant partner drives the ball to the green, and then if it was me and my spouse, and we're going to be there obviously,
Okay.
but I'll drive the ball to the green, and then she has to putt.
There you go. Okay.
You got to be careful how you say that stuff nowadays.
Yes.
So we're doing that on the 21st of March at 8 a.m. and the cost is only $40. $20 goes to the golf course to help offset their cost, and the rest of the money that we raise is all going towards Nye County homeless school kids. And we're still seeking sponsors. If you want to sponsor a hole, we're only asking for $100, which is very cheap.
Yep.
So if we get all 18 holes sponsored, that's $1,800 more that goes towards the homeless kids in Pahrump.
And to sponsor a hole, what do they get when they sponsor a hole?
All you get is a board saying that this hole was sponsored by so-and-so.
That's advertising.
Exactly, and it's
I love that.
advertisement. And this is one thing I'm very passionate about is, it's not these kids' fault.
That's right.
It's not their fault that they're in this position. They just happen to be in this position. And, as a community, we should all come together and recognize that this is something that we, as a community, should say, this should not be happening.
Absolutely.
And, anything that we can do as a community to help these kids is outstanding. And this is our little portion. And we're going to continue to grow it, and we want to continue to grow it because the goal is not one kid being homeless in the valley.
This is a fantastic community. I love our community. We're 40,000 and growing.
Yeah.
But still a close-knit community.
Sure. Very close-knit. And you know what? I talk to people all the time. I can't wait for the new census data to come out because I think we're larger than 40,000.
I do too. But we can't say people are still saying around 38 to 40,000. So.
I really can't wait for the census data because it's going to just blow things up.
Yes.
And some people are afraid of that, but it is what it is.
If you're here, you should be counted. End of discussion.
Exactly.
So that's what it's all about.
So the other couple of things that we've got going on an annual basis is we do have our democracy. Let me see. How do I say that?
Scholarships?
Democracy scholarships. So
Okay.
we have 2 essay contests on an annual basis for our middle school kids and our high school kids. The high school kids is called the Voice of Democracy, and every year there's a new theme to it. And we hand out all the paperwork to all the schools in town, and if the kid submits an essay, it goes from the post where we grade, and then it goes to the next level at the district level.
Okay.
And then from the district level, it goes to the state level, and from the state level, it goes to the national level. And at each level, there's certain rewards that come back monetarily.
Right.
And the best one that I can say is if you win the national essay contest at the National VFW, you're going to get a $30,000 scholarship check.
Wow.
And that is to basically help these kids with their college funds.
Yes.
It's $30,000, and I was like, wow. And for the middle school kids, it's a $5,000 scholarship if they win at the national level.
Can't beat that.
We had one of our post members submitted, one of our middle schools submitted, and they won at the district level, and they won a $250 check plus a $100 check from us, and at $250 from the state, $100 from the district, and $100 from the post. That's $550 for basically doing an essay. I don't know how you can beat that.
You can't beat it, and I want to throw in something else too. I have a certificate at home because I was a judge on for judging the essays, and this was when I was in Germany with Department of Defense Dependent Schools, and people at the VFW said, look, you're a member of the VFW in Germany, so come on, we need this. And we have all these American kids that are participating, and that's exactly it. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
The students, their creativeness, I think, is just fantastic.
It is. You know, we're always looking for new members, obviously. There's one thing I forgot to mention, which is our on the 21st of March. Also, we're doing the USO show, and that is going to be held at Saddle West Casino in their conference room. And basically, 100% of the proceeds goes back to our veterans only food bank.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something to do in the evening, come down to Saddle West, and the event starts at 6 p.m. I believe, and come on out.
How can they get in touch with you if they need to contact you?
So just call the VFW. Our phone number is area code 775-727-6072. We're also on Facebook, and we have a VFW website as well, VFW Post 10054. That's basically it. I'm not going to give out my cell phone.
No? You know, you're too busy as it is, and I can definitely understand that.
I do want to put one plug in, and not only for Scott West and Avco Builders, but also to Lowe's of Las Vegas. They really came through over the course of the last year to basically provide almost a $5,000 grant to us that allowed us to basically replace all of the lighting within the post, gave us all new ceiling fans, allowed us to basically set some money aside to buy all new smoke eaters, and allowed us to put our gazebos together. We built our outside entertainment center. If you've driven by over the course of the last 2 weeks, you'll notice the fence is up. We're looking at doing horseshoe pits and beanbag toss and all kinds of other stuff.
This is fantastic. With so much going on, and I know we're out of time.
I know.
But Marty, I just want to say thanks for coming. I hope that everybody listening has gotten a lot of this information. Come on down and see the VFW. Go inside and see what's going on. Marty has been phenomenal, and you'll love what you see in our post.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
You bet.
And look, we want to see you again next month, so thank you for being here tonight.